speaking, head speaking, head speaking, head
Viewers,
speaking, head speaking,
you are now
head
tuning in
speaking,
to
head
Jay the
speaking,
Black
head,
live.
yeah.
Shout out to everybody that's here. I ain't even had the mic on. But yeah, the previous live stream got taken down. It went against guidelines for whatever reason. I guess because she said the word pussy. I don't know. But that was taken down. But we back. I can do 15 of those commentaries that I just did. I can do 15 of them. This probably going to be even better. You know, I don't know if it was just YouTube, because y'all know that the bots are home alone, so they are in charge of the content, or it was just some people in their feelings. You know, I don't know which one it is, you know, but there was nothing said that warranted that stream being taken down, other than the fact that I'm talking about a female admitting she got a train ran on her. Now, I'm not going to play that video because I don't want to have to deal with, because it was right in the middle of her speaking, I believe, when it went down. But that's what happens. You know, that's the stuff we have to go through as content creators. You know, we have to go through shit like this. Okay. But make sure y'all like the stream. This is going to be even better. This is going to be even better commentary. So yeah. Okay. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah, we were discussing the fact that this particular female had two different faces. You know, she had the face of, I'm emotional. I can't believe this happened. Somebody has to be blamed. Oh, my God, I can't believe I did that too. I did it, and what? Because the second face was who she really was. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Yes, and you see two different sides of this particular person's personality. Either she's bipolar or she just was faking it. You know, fake crying, no tears. You're mad at somebody else. That's typical you putting the responsibility on other people, you know? And she is like the typical millennial female these days, or Gen Zer for that matter. Do things and then don't want to take accountability for it. Y'all know I did a video today about Steven Jackson and how he has 5 babies' mothers, and he admitted, you know, I take responsibility for my role in this, but I shouldn't have to be miserable every day dealing with these women. You know, these women are trying to make my life miserable. I shouldn't have to go through that, even if I do have 5 kids. If I'm financially supporting them, taking care of them, why are you still on me like that? You know? And that is because you have women like this who make certain decisions and they regret those decisions. And they take it out on the baby's father because they feel like he had manipulated them, that they would never possibly want to have a kid by him, but they did anyway. You had unprotected relations with this guy and you don't want to take accountability. Just like this particular female, you know, she doesn't want to take responsibility for the decisions that she made. You know, you decided to have that choo-choo ran on you. You know, that has nothing to do with anybody else but you. You have to take accountability for that. That was a decision that you made. If you're dating a guy who's in and out of the penitentiary and you continue to date him, you continue to date men like him, that is a decision that you make. You have a type. That is your type, and you're not going to date anyone else that doesn't fit that type. Anybody that isn't that type is lame to you. Now, you only want those lame guys when you're close to your 40s and your kids are getting older and you're a lot lonelier than you used to be. Now you're on Facebook posting selfies and, inspirational quotes, trying to land you that good guy that you claim you want now. You didn't want him when you were in your prime. You didn't want him when you didn't have any kids, or when you had one and then you had two and then you had three by the time you were 25, and that didn't stop you from changing your ways. Now, since you're close to 40, you've been single for 10 years, your dating life has gotten worse. Your kids don't want to be around you because they've gotten older. Now you're feeling lonely. You're feeling unloved. Okay? You're feeling very unloved. Shout out to the chat room. Again, this is part 2. The other stream got flagged for whatever reason. So we're doing this off the cuff. This is going to be, this commentary is going to be some classic shit. Okay? Now, what you have to understand is there is a mindset with a lot of women these days that I'll date who I want to date when in my prime, but when I'm no longer in my prime, I'm going to settle down. That used to work 10 years ago. That don't work no more. Even 5 years ago, it used to work. But nowadays, it doesn't work. This is why you're seeing more women on social media, okay, talking about men going their own way, talking about the red pill, trying to figure out why men just ain't approaching no more, why men ain't hitting them up in the DMs like they used to. Now they're not doing it anymore. Men are a lot more cautious. They're a lot more careful. They're leaving. They're sticking to the comment section. They're not going into the DMs. And chicks are wondering why. They posted all these selfies and they posted all these pictures of their assets and their big tits. They wondering why the message is so dry. They might get a 1 or 2 a day. They used to get about 10 a day.
Women don't understand to have or be empowered means you have to have accountability for whatever you do, and people won't feel sorry for your decision.
Appreciate that, Focus 56. Yeah, women have a great opportunity to find the men that they want, because the men that I feel would be suitable for them, who they may feel is suitable for them, are right there. They're more vocal than maybe they used to be. A lot of those guys may not have used to be vocal, but all of this is centered around this particular person. Okay. What we want to stick to is the fact that you have a young female who at first was basically pointing the finger, blaming everybody else for why, she got caught out here getting choo-choos ran on her. But then you see a second video of her owning up to it and being defiant. That is who she really is. Maybe she feels a certain empowerment, the fact that she got, ran through by a couple different guys. We don't know if it was 2. We don't know if it was 3. We don't know if it was 4. It could have been a lot of dudes, it could have been hours. This thing could have went on for hours. We don't know. There could have been multiple sessions. We got to take that into consideration. Okay. And then they took her out to eat afterwards, and she talked about how much they loved it. Okay. That is who that particular female really is. That's who she is. She likes to get choo-choos ran on her. She likes to be promiscuous. She'll date a guy, but then have a couple of side dudes on the side. We know this. But you're going to blame your ex-boyfriend for the decision that you make? Nah, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think you have to be accountable. Shout out to DM.
Touching on it, Focused 56 commentary. This goes for these corporate females as well. You cannot be a victim and a leader, boss in the same breath.
Appreciate that. Yeah, you can't. If you want power, if you seek out power, you can't then seconds later claim victimhood. I agree. If you want power, you have to seek a power position. You have to seek a position of strength. People don't respect people who show weakness. They don't respect people who are weak and cowardly. You're not going to gain any respect. Your power that you do have is going to be meaningless, because not only do the people outside see you as weak, the people who work under you is going to see you as weak and incompetent. And I have seen women recently in power positions show complete incompetence. I mean, look at the mayor. Look at the brother who got into it with the female mayor. I mean, she seemed like an incompetent person. Probably got her job because she was a middle-aged Caucasian female in a community full of middle-aged Caucasians. That's what it seemed like, you know? Or middle-aged Caucasian women probably was the demographic that voted for her the most, you know? You have, especially with mayors, you have to have young, energetic people.
Coming from strength accountability.
Appreciate that, DM. Now, again, let's see. I'm gonna give y'all the link to the video. Find it. It's on World Star. But I'm not about to play the video. I'm not. I was ready to play it, but I'm not gonna play it because it got taken down.
Nobody
Oh, let me not play that. That's a link to the video. But in regards to what I'm saying, okay, like I said, this commentary is going to be way better than it was in the previous one. That's why I'm going to do it. When you have women who are full of regret, they tend to do certain things that sabotage themselves. They'll sabotage relationships, marriages, because they have this internal regret. Probably from the decision that they made. They don't feel like they're worthy of what they have. They don't feel like they're worthy of their relationship because of the phase that they went through in their early 20s. Some of these women go through that phase when they're, after their first marriage. They may get out here and just throw it all around, to whomever because they're going through a certain phase. You know what I'm saying? And what's really crazy is that you have females offering up this information. They're offering it up, telling everybody their business. Anybody who wants to listen that they did this. And then to turn around and flip the switch, so to speak, and just say that you're owning up to it. One minute you're crying with no tears about people finding out that you got the choo-choo ran on her, or you putting the information out because you're feeling some type of way. You don't understand what you're feeling. What you're feeling is the emotions of who you are. You basically you broke the proverbial thought wall. You went through that thought wall. Now you're sort of trying to internalize and embrace your inner wholeness. And I think that's what happened in the second video. The first video, you saw her, she's crying, she doesn't know how to feel, she's blaming her ex-boyfriend. The second video, she's owning up to it because she realizes that's who she is. And she don't care. As a matter of fact, she's going to get more choo-choos ran on her. See, that's where we are, okay? That's where we are. And women always tell on themselves eventually because they don't want to hold in the guilt. This is why you have females and they're in a relationship, right? They will try to call out their boyfriends for messing with other women, right? They'll be adamant that he's messing around because they're messing around. That's a one key. If your girlfriend is relentlessly trying to find out whether you're with other women, it's usually because she's with other men and she feels guilty about it. So she's going to go through your phone. She's going to try to go through your pocket, see if you got any numbers or anything. She's going to go through the room and see if there's any condom wrappers anywhere around. She might even plant some stuff. Some females may plant certain stuff to get you to confess, because they out doing dirt and they don't want to feel guilty anymore, And also you got women who will get on social media and they will put certain things out there. They'll claim that it's their friend or it's the family. No, it's you. You're out here doing all of these things and you want answers. You want to know how to handle it. You want to know, have you broken the proverbial thought wall? So you got to really understand the behaviors and the temperament of women out here these days, man. You're in a landmine full of women, man, that really don't respect themselves. Shout out to Shy. Do I think women watch? Oh yeah, of course they do. I've heard women say they do that. They watch that. Women definitely do watch that. Absolutely. Listen, men aren't the only ones that are watching, certain things. So I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream. I cannot believe they took the other one out. It's like whatever. But shout out to everybody. This is part 2. Part 2 is gonna be better than part 1. I guarantee it. But yeah, there's a lot of women watching adult. Absolutely. They not with nobody. There's a lot of single women out here. What you think they watching? When they're at home alone during this quarantine, what do you think they watching, man? The dudes they usually talk to in another town. Oh man, I just want to know what's up with the offering up the information. Like seriously, you're offering up information, and it's not good. It's not good to just be offering up information like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to judge you as much as you may not want them to judge you. They're going to judge you, And you got women, man, they like to get choo-choos ran on them. They like that. They like having more than one guy at the same time. Any woman who hangs around multiple men all the time are usually comfortable with them inside the bedroom and outside of it. I'm telling you right now, again, especially if it's around dudes that want to sleep with you. And you're just around them all the time. You comfortable with them outside the bedroom and in the bedroom. We know that's what's going on. And when you have women on social media offering up information about their situation, it's usually because they've engaged in this behavior more than once. And they want to feel guiltless. Y'all got to understand, these women don't want to feel any guilt. They want to be thoughts. They want to get on social media and show you everything, show you their body and how they look. They want to be able to engage in, behaviors. They want to engage in certain behaviors with men because that's what they want. That's what they like. And they don't want to feel guilty about it. They don't want to feel guilty about it. They don't want to feel guilty about getting trains ran on. They don't want to feel guilty about that. They don't want to feel guilty about, messing around on their boyfriend or husband. They don't want to feel guilty about that. They don't. They want to be able to do what they want to do, especially these feminists. That's why they be doing these slut walks.
Carmen Hayes and Pinky have influence on thought girls.
I don't think they're the only ones. Most of these young chicks don't even know who Carmen Hayes is. They may know who Pinky is, but not Carmen Hayes, But yeah, women want to feel guiltless. Now, they want to be able to dictate our behavior. They want to be able to say, no, you can't have multiple girlfriends or multiple wives. They're going to look down upon that, right? Even if we're financially supporting those women are underneath us, they'll still say that's a bad thing. But they want to be able to have multiple men that they can either have at their beck and call or that they can sleep with without having, again, any shame or any guilt. And this video from World Star with this female is the prime example of wanting to be guiltless. Okay? She wanted to, they wanted to be guiltless in the situation. That's the video I put in the chat. I'm not playing it again because I already had one stream taken off. They want to be guiltless. That's what they want. And they don't want nobody holding them accountable. They don't want men holding them accountable, and they don't want women holding them accountable. They want to police our behavior and what we do. They think it's bad that you got men with multiple wives, but they got multiple dudes that at any point in time they can hook up with whenever they want to. Maybe not all at the same time, but whenever they want to, they can get with this guy. They can go and get with this guy. Then they can go and get with this guy. You know, I don't know, Lorenzo, but it's crazy. I'm giving some good ass commentary, and then it was like, I'm like, what the fuck? You know? So, once again, I'm all for people being able to live their lives the way that they want to. I think that if a woman wants to engage in thought behavior, that's her. That's 100% on her. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and micromanage and dictate how she acts. I mean, that's what she chose to do. That's her actions, and that's what she chose to do. Okay. All right. Make sure y'all like the stream. Hopefully I don't have another interruption while I'm live. That's why this live stream probably not going to be long, because I'm probably going to have another interruption of some sort, maybe. I don't know what it is, man. When I get into this commentary, sometimes, man, it just be like that with it. They want to slow me down, but you cannot slow down what the universe has, you know, the universe has coming. Let's see. Hopefully, like I say, this stream doesn't, because it's starting to twinge a little bit. It's starting to tweak a little bit. Let me see. Because I'm about to open up the phone lines real quick, get some calls in before this motherfucker starts tweaking. All right. All right, there you go. It shouldn't be like that, but it is like that, man. Call in. Don't stay on the line too long. Stay on topic. All right. Hold up. Yo, what's up?
You hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh, man, just good video. It's your boy Shy, Bay Area.
All right.
If I don't hear you, my fault. Just wanted to say, like I commented earlier, a lot of girls watching more porn than I think dudes are.
Yes, I heard that before.
Affecting their mindset.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Huh?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, man. I met this girl on Bumble app, and she had more of a collection than I did. I mean, she had all the Pinky videos and all the Sarah J videos, and
sheesh.
Yeah, I mean, she was trying to do like some orgy shit. I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
So I just think that some of that stuff is influencing these women.
I think what they see on social media every day is because they're in their phones constantly, and this is what they have to see. When they see women on social media selling themselves, basically, on these platforms, they want to emulate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Natalie Nunn, she's from I think she's from Berkeley, but she claims Oakland. But you know, she's always shaking her ass, and so I can see that right there. And my little cousins be following her. And so, you know, it is what it is, man. Women gotta be held accountable for it. You're a thought. Just be honest, you know.
Okay.
And yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Good video on the Cam Newton part, though. I hope he bounced back because I think the Panthers treated him wrong.
Okay, then. Cool, man. Well, thanks for the call, man.
All right, Jay. Well, I'm gonna get back in the chat room and have a good day, bro.
All right, you too, man. Shout out to you, man. Yo, you live with Jada Black. What's up?
Yes, sir. What up, baby? This D-Stroke calling in, man.
What's going on?
Yeah, man. It don't cease to amaze me, man. You know, like chicks like this get up there, they do stuff like this. She probably most likely had people tell her not to do stuff like that, but she wanted to do it anyway. You know, it's like, man, listen, if you go and jump off the cliff, expect to get your head busted open. You know, don't cry about it later, you know. But marriages, they're not really happening no more. The divorce rate is going up, and it's chicks like this doing stuff like that that's causing that to happen, you know. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's every female, but the ones like that, man, you know, it's like don't expect to have no wedding ring on your finger no time soon. You know, I don't know if that's a wedding ring on her finger in that thumbnail, but, you know, if it is, man, that makes it even worse, you know. But it's crazy. You know, her body count, man, oh, man, you know, it's pretty bad out here right now, man.
Yeah. And they don't have good examples to learn from.
They really don't, man. They out here trying to outdo Pinky and Naomi Russell and the rest of them, man. Isla Fox, you know, they trying to get on that level, you know. But it's like they really don't have no kind of real strong female role models to look up to, man. They probably think they corny, you know, if there is any good ones out there. Yeah. You know. And they all. But yeah, man, don't let the YouTube elite, you know, get you down, man. You know.
I know that's how it go, man. When you speak on certain things, it's gonna trigger certain reactions. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I wouldn't be surprised if that was her in the thumbnail doing that, man.
It could be. It might alert her. Oh, somebody's making a video about you. I've had that happen a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yeah. She in that thumbnail looking like she spilled milk on her face, man. Shit. But yeah, man. Yeah, do your thing, baby. Red pill all day, man.
All right, man. Shout out to you for the call, man. All right.
I know.
All right. You're live with Jada Black. What's up?
Yeah, I'm thinking that might have been her ex, you know, put her up to that just to see if she would, you know, like she would agree with it. And then once she agreed with it, checked her out and said, yo, this ain't the woman I want to have babies with.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, he saw her just... Yeah, he saw her just any other female that he would just, you know, get with. Yeah.
Yeah, so he just left that piece, you know. He's like, yo, let me check out if you really want to do that. Then he got to get the visuals of it, enjoy that, and now, boom, he's gone. So, this is Romir, by the way.
Okay, Romir.
All right, you give good content, bro. I'll keep it short.
All right, cool, man. Cool, man. Thanks, man. All right. Shout out to Ramil with the call. All right, another call. You live? What's going on?
Hello, Jay. You need me to hold?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on?
Jay, I know a lot of men calling in, but the fundamental, you know, in business, we have something referred to as root cause analysis. And definitively, the root cause of this situation with this girl and with all of these females that we are seeing now, you know, the past 5-10 years, it really is because they have no father. They're chasing. It's no different than a drug addiction. You feel that intimacy with a man, and then you start chasing after it any way possible. And just like any addict, you fall deeper and deeper and deeper into the abyss. And this is what's happening to this woman. This is what's happening to her right now, and we're seeing it all on display on social media. First, you know, she's trying to justify and make herself feel, basically trying to prove to herself that she was perfectly fine with this and that they're all proud and they bought her Popeyes or whatever, the chicken sandwich. And then, of course, she's going to switch because she feels guilty. She feels ashamed. And now she's projecting all of her frustration onto everybody else out here in these YouTube streets, these internet streets. Women have to take responsibility as to who you partner with, because we're only going to continue seeing this more and more. You're trying to have a home. You cannot build a home without a man. You cannot build a home without a man. Every girl, the success of a girl, success of a woman lies only on one person, and that is her father. No woman is going to build a successful woman. No woman's going to build a successful man. It lies solely on the father. Women build nations. We build nations. We birth nations. But the success, the quality of the nation lies on the father. So first, and let's not be surprised. She's probably she comes from a single family home with a single mother, and maybe the mother had issues with the father to the point that she doesn't want the child to see the father. She has internalized anger, internalized hate, but of course she wants that man in her life, and she's going to chase whatever, head nigga in charge. Just like you said, there's the leader, and then his second in command, and then the mobile infantry just following them along. And she sees that, and she wants that. Which of course you can't blame her, because of course it's natural. We want a man. We want our father, and this is just so sad. It's only going to get worse. And part of me, and I put that in the chat. Part of me makes me think that a lot of people don't believe in God, whatever, believe in the universe. But things were just getting so crazy that everyone needs to sit down and stay at home. Everyone running around being wild. And then again, let's not forget, and this is the last thing I'll say, because I know I don't want to take up your call too much. Women, we cannot just mess around with men like that. Like, our physical bodies cannot withstand just various male organs just in there. Like, just pH-balanced diseases. Women are 6 times more likely to contract HIV, and you know why, because of the physical body we have. So much more happens to us. There's so many diseases that a man is completely asymptomatic, but he will pass it from girl to girl to girl.
It's like that Rona that y'all so scared of, but there's other stuff out there that y'all ain't scared of.
Worse. They're much, much worse. So it really lies on women. And we're coming up this new generation. We're now 2020, which means if you were born in 2000, you're 20 years old, which means you're about to be 21 years old next year. And we're now at the end of March. People really need to sit down, grow up, take accountability, take responsibility, just as women. Men are going to be men, and they're going to do what they do. But for our own biology, feminism does not work. We are not equal. Women, think about it, Jay. Women are not even builders. What do women build? 80% of the jobs that are done, men do 80%. The scary, hard, gross, disgusting jobs, men do it.
Yeah, we do.
The scary things that put together, men do it. I'm in a townhouse right now. It was a man who built this, and other men, construction workers. It's not equal. A man can punch a 12-year-old boy can punch a woman and practically kill her. It's not equal. Stop trying to be wild and loud like these men. It doesn't work for you.
Gotta say this though. I appreciate the call. I gotta move on. But you getting into
it. I understand.
You gotta call in again. Okay?
Thank you.
Because you got a lot to say. You gotta call in again. All right.
Of course.
All right. Thanks for the call. Shout out to her. I just wanted to get the calls in. But you're live. What's going on?
Hey, Jay, it's Law Original.
What's good, Law Original?
Nothing much. I don't, with this whole situation, I don't understand what would possess. Okay, I don't understand what would possess a female to allow a group of men to run a train on her. First of all, why would you want to stretch out your box like that? You know what I'm saying? Secondly, I don't understand why men would want to go in some coochie right after their friend. Like, y'all all sitting there.
I don't understand that either. I don't understand.
I've never understood that. Y'all are all in the room. You're sitting there watching your homeboy with his dick out, which is all, that right there is you know what I'm saying? That right there, wild gay, which makes me think y'all are suspect. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know, and then it's just like, as a, you know, as why would I don't understand why anybody would want to engage in that.
Mm-hmm.
Even I don't even understand why people do threesomes. I don't understand that. I just think it's disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
One person,
And then
one person.
And then admitting to it.
Yeah, I don't. My thing is this: why did she feel the need to go live and record herself?
Yeah, I don't know.
Talking about this topic, why would you not want to be private? And I don't understand. People nowadays, for whatever reason, they don't value privacy. They feel that, like they have to put all of it. You don't have to go and put your business out there for anybody.
Right.
You should. I value my privacy. People know what I want them to know. That's it. Why would you want to go on live explaining to a bunch of people who don't know you? You know what I'm saying? Why do you feel as though that's necessary? Most females, at some point in their life, struggle with low self-esteem. Most females do. No, and that's even with guys. You know, when you're a teenager, you're young, you're in your adolescence, you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to fit in, but you want to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You go through that awkward stage. But your self-esteem has to be underground in a sub-basement for you to lay there and allow a group of dudes, you know, like it's. But you want to know what's even worse, Jay? There is a man out there who will walk this bitch down the aisle and say, "I do."
Oh yeah, I've seen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've seen some. I think I've seen a few of these guys on this very platform. Okay, they would walk.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't, and I'm gonna be honest. It makes it really bad for the women who do not conduct themselves like this. It makes it really bad because it's just like for women. You got women who walk straight past a good dude and go for a man that you already know, stereotypical, Pinky, Ray Ray, Raekwon, all of them, Rashad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I would assume that it would make a man feel like, well, why am I out here? You know, conducting myself like a gentleman, only to get looked over and to get looked over by a bunch of bums, only for a female to want to come around after she's ran through. It's the same thing with females. When I see the fact that Amber Rose, somebody married Amber Rose, somebody married Superhead. The fact that these type of women are getting married is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, it makes certain women feel like, why am I holding on to any type of virtue, any type of morals, any type of self-respect?
Well, I would say they marry certain type of guys. Like, these are guys who are extremely thirsty to be with them and are able to get a ring out of those guys in the process. You know what I'm saying? And like with Wiz Khalifa, she was just with Kanye West, so to him, Amber Rose was a step up from any woman he'd been with because of who she was with previously. You know what I'm saying? And he was still kind of, I wouldn't say he was new, but he was still trying to establish himself at the time. Yeah.
He was young. He was under the age of 30. He was young.
Yeah.
You know, but, I mean, my thing is, as a man, like, Amber Rose is an idiot. She's an attention whore. This is the type of person that you had a child by. And I guarantee that he regrets it now. Yeah. Look at Superhead. Superhead has a whole son. I can only imagine what he goes through in school. I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? It's just. I'm sure
them kids probably be telling their mom, mom or dad, the stuff they go through, and they just tell them just to not ignore it, or it ain't a big deal or some shit like that. But I gotta go.
I feel bad for his son. But, no problem. All right, thank you.
But thanks for calling in.
Okay. Bye. No problem. Bye.
All right, bye. Shout out to Law with the call. Law is very thoughtful. Okay. All right, let's get some more calls. Okay. Yo, you're live with Jay the Black.
Hey, Jay. It's LaAnk. How you doing?
What's good with you, LaAnk?
I'm feeling good. I'm going to keep it short. What came to mind was
they always blame
addiction.
The man somehow. It's his fault.
Addiction comes in, you know what I'm saying, many forms. And some people like express it through food, sex, you know, and like with sex, I want to use discretion. What happens with a woman when she goes through something traumatic like that, her body becomes addicted to the pain. And so she has to, you know what I'm saying, physically she has to, you know what I'm saying, she has to do it over and over again, because like I went through that type of trauma. It's just the same thing when people get addicted to drugs and trying to get off of it. They go through these like withdrawals, and then she'll get to a point where she's going to fall to her knees and repent to the Lord, like I had to, you know. And another thing came to me. My pastor has said sometimes, you know, you get what you want, and then you don't want it anymore. So do you think that could have been the case with, like, I'm thinking that whoever
because of the two videos that she did. Like the one she's crying, no tears, and the other one she's like kind of like glorifying it, like basically saying she did it and what. So it's like it's sort of like her trying to come to terms with it, you know, the behavior, you know.
Right, but not really. She's not keeping it real, because at first it seems as though she was talking with sense. Because here's something I'm thinking, like hypothetically, and I'll end it out off of this. Is it possible that one of the guys that partook in this thing, is it possible that, you know what I'm saying, she's still with him? Because I also learned that my pastor would always say, like, however you got a dude, that's what you're going to have to do to keep him. So what if she may not be with the boyfriend, or you know what I'm saying? And with one of his friends that partook in order to keep him, she has to keep doing these trains.
I mean, it could be, because I've heard stories of certain, you know, guys that like to see their girlfriends get, you know, choo-choos ran on them. So that could have been a situation. But, you know, again, the second video, she was like kind of happy about it. So it could have been a joint decision, to be honest with you. It could have just been, at first, it got out of control to where it got out. People found out, or she went and told, and people were like, you know, you're disgusting, things of that nature, and was like almost like shaming her to the point to where she feels like she has to own up to it. But I've heard dudes there are dudes that like to see their girls get trained around on them, you know, or see them with other guys. You know, it could have been that situation, but again, that's why you don't be with a person like, or you don't decide to partake in those things. You know, she could have said no, but she didn't. You know, and she said they took her out to eat afterwards, which means that she might be a broke chick. And, you know, and that could have been an arrangement. But, you know.
Well, with that being said, let me add one more thing. There's 3 stages of addiction. And, like, the first, like, you know, some people, they can have one hit, and that could be sex or drugs, and they can walk away from it. Some people can get that first hit. You see what I'm saying? And they have to keep, they can't walk away from that first hit, that first high, whether it be sex or drugs. The second stage of addiction is where it's like, I need to get high with somebody else. So it could possibly be like, oh, I need to do a train with more people. The last stage of addiction is where it's like, you know, she's off, sold under a basement somewhere wearing a belt and some leggings. You know what I'm saying? And like to the point of where she'll just do anything for that fix, anything for that high, to a point, you know what I'm saying, where somebody might come after her life.
Yeah, and
for trying to sleep with their husband or something.
That's why you have women that have multiple men that they deal with while they're single. Even in relationships, they have multiple men they deal with because they're addicted to either their attention or sleeping with those men. But I gotta go to another call, okay? But
it was a pleasure talking to you. All right, Jaye. Peace.
Bye. Peace. Shout out to her. I want to get as many calls in as possible before I close it down, because again, this thing looks like it's buffering to me. I don't know if it's buffering to y'all. It looks like it's buffering to me. Yo, you're live. What's up?
Oh man, dude, I've been trying. Hey, look, man. First, I'm gonna say I love your channel.
Thanks.
And I like this topic because we deal with this topic every time. It's not just the women, it's the men too, because they also deliver that bad negative which make women feed off of. But at the same time, the way my daddy taught me up, the way I was taught up by my grandma, I was raised up by men and women. My thing is, you right is right, wrong is wrong. Point blank, period. If you got that good, my dad always told me, what's good? 1,000 women or that one woman that's equivalent to all that 1,000 women. That goes for men. A woman can meet a man that's worth all that. You don't need all that. Because the thing is, how most men look at it, like, and I'm not trying to speak for you. I'm speaking for myself, and I'm going to throw you in the category because they look at it as you want your bread buttered on both sides. I mean, I watch this all the time. Women go for these nothing dudes. Like from one of your last videos that I watched, the Russell Wilson. Everybody want a Russell Wilson, but y'all can't treat the Russell Wilson guy right. So why would a woman explain that stuff? Like a woman would explain the stuff they do like a man can explain the stuff they do. It don't make sense. You doing this because what? Why are you actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Why are you actually saying the stuff that you do? You trying to get recognition to why you do what you do? No. Life is hustle and bustle itself. And we go through stuff.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what she gains from this unless she was just so upset with her ex that she wanted to go and tell everybody that yes, she did, she did get the train ran on her, as a way of sort of finding something to blame him about because she's upset with him. Maybe he left her, maybe didn't want to be with her, and to the point to where she has to go and tell everybody her business. It could be emotional because women are very emotional and they will do things based off of emotion and then regret it later.
Hey man, look, you said the most realest thing that I can hear, but at the same time, if you was gonna, I get what she did. Listen, if you want to tell somebody that, tell somebody like a close friend or something. Don't promote that on social media. Because when both men and women do that, they vent their problems on social media and thinking you're gonna get some positive feedback from it, you get a bunch of negative and thirsty feedback from it. Like it's just like the world is very confused and backwards now. Right is wrong and wrong is right, and it's like I don't know, Jay. I ain't trying to waste up all your time, because I was watching the live stream. Like I had to call and get my input on this.
All right,
because you put out good stuff and the content you put out, it actually touches on real base. And I can see the feedback that you get. Like, you speaking the truth. You speak the truth off of what you see or what goes on in the world and how it is perceived, and which is not the way it should be perceived. Like media, social media, the masses and all that, they feed off of regular people. So what they do is they promote the regular stuff people do in a Hollywood light, and y'all think, and people, I ain't gonna say y'all, and people think, oh, that's the way it's supposed to go. No, it's not supposed to go like that. They doing that because that's the best thing to promote. What we do of today, the entertainment industry and life itself go hand to hand because it goes off of the trends that people set and do. Like the last caller with the female with the bummy dudes and all that. Why would a woman go for that type of dude? Why would a woman go for the jail dude versus a good dude who busts his ass off and make a 401k pension and can make at least a quarter or over a quarter of a meal a year? Why should a man have to sit? Why should a real hardworking man have to sit in the back seat and be in the shadows of a nothing dude, the person that they tell not to become?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, man. But I appreciate the call. Gotta move on, bro. But thank you. Okay.
None but love, bro. None but love, man. All
right, cool, man. Shout out to you, man. Yo, you live with Jay the Black. What's going on?
Hey, what's good, Jay? It's Ron.
What's good, Ron?
Chilling. Hey, I don't know where everybody's coming from with all this emotional talk. This chick is a thought case in period. Dog, if you watch the video, she clearly says that she's mad at her man for breaking her heart. And so she went and kicked it with the homies and did a little bit more than just kicking it. And so my point is, where is the accountability, ladies? Like, your heart's broken, right? I get that. But does that mean that you got to side on whatever comes your way?
Right. Letting
And
guys catch at the right time. You know, they give you that emotional support that you ain't getting at home. You know.
But my thing is that like everybody goes quick to blaming the father. Like, right? Like I understand that your dad's supposed to paint the image of what you're supposed to look for in a man, supposed to instill those values. But did anybody ever think that maybe they had a mother in the household that represented that behavior to make the young lady think that this type of behavior was okay as well? That maybe that her mom went to look for comfort in other men because apparently her daddy hurt her, and so she thinks that that's what is okay to do, to jump around from dude to dude. But anyway, I'm just trying to say, don't be out there throwing box around just because your heart's broken. Go for a walk, read a book, go hit the gym. Focus on yourself. Men, women alike. I'm not here to bash on anyone specifically. That's all I got.
All right, cool, man. It's good advice, man. All right.
I bet.
All right, shout out to you, man. It was good advice. It's good advice. Let me take some more calls. Let's see what's up. Yo, you live. What's up?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, Jay? Yeah, I heard all the people call it in. I had to call in.
All right.
Yeah, no, I just have to say, honestly, I don't blame men at all. I blame the women. That's just the women's nature. If men can't handle the women, then you shouldn't have a woman. Point blank, period. Talk about, oh, it was the mom, blah, blah, blah. Well, where was the dad? Why wasn't he moderating his women? Women don't like to be moderated in this day and age, so if you don't like to be moderated, the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Come get my pussy and get the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, I will say this, though. Nowadays, a lot of these kids, they're being influenced by people outside the household. They're being influenced by what they see at school or what they see on social media the most. The way they dress, the way they act. And the sooner they can get out, the sooner they can get out of the house, they can be and do what they want to do. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of myself.
But you know what's crazy is that's the kind of mentality that Americans promote. If you go look at other places in the world where they got their women in check, and the men in check too, it's not just women, the men also have their role. But if you look at those countries, it's not, oh, get out of the house or whatever. It's live with your family until you're financially and emotionally, whatever other thing you need to be ready, stable. And then you move out. And then you have whatever. Then you come back and you help your parents or whatever. But before that, the parents' role is, even if you're 20, 25, if you're not ready and you're working towards whatever you're working towards, that's where you should be. People are so quick to leave the house, and then when they fucked up, oh, I can't believe this happened to me. It's like, well, yeah, you had a stable place to be, but you wanted to be your own person. And I kind of blame the father as well in there. But nowadays, like you said, the TV, the music, the books, everything is just telling kids, oh, you're a super special snowflake, do whatever you want. You could be the next rapper. It's like, probably not. Like, how about you just be yourself? And if that's a rapper or whatever, go ahead. But if it's not, then what's the problem? Yeah, I just have to get in here. I heard a lot of women talking, about women was building this and that. Women wasn't building nothing. What they need to do is support the men, and the men will treat them right. If you treat the woman right, then your life is right. It's not happy wife, happy life. If you're happy, that probably means your woman's happy. If your wife's happy, you're probably not happy.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I appreciate the call, though. All right?
All right, brother.
Peace. Yeah, we got some hurt trolls in here. Listen, I haven't said one cuss word yet, and you already got people upset. Yo, you live. What's going on? Hello?
Hi, Jay.
What's going on?
I just want to say that everybody's making excuses for the girl's behavior. Her parents are not to blame. regardless of whatever her parents raised her to be, she decided she wanted to get back at her ex, so she did what she did. And it has nothing to do with mommy and daddy and Cardi B and the city girls. It has nothing to do with any of them. That was a decision that she made. I'm not making no excuses for her. She wanted that choo, and she got it. Now she's on social media acting a fool.
Absolutely.
And she's still not going to get her man back. But I think the previous callers are making excuses for her. Regardless of how she was raised, she made that decision. She probably has a mommy and daddy in the house. On her behind about everything. And she decided she probably snuck out of the house to do what she wanted to do. No matter how you raise. If somebody wants to do something, they're going to find a way to do it. They're going to pick it up, they're going to find a way to do it. And that's what she did.
Right.
No excuses. That's what I want to say. That's why, and she decided she wanted to bend over and have those tostadas clap. And that's what happened.
Okay. All right.
That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, I appreciate the call. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Shout out to Beth with the call. I appreciate that. Let me take another caller or two. Okay. Yeah, shout out to the caller. You know, they said some good things. You know. Alrighty. Yeah, Beth with the call. Yeah, shout out to Beth. Kayfabe. I may take one more caller. All right. You know. Take one more caller. Yeah, the fact that the other stream was taken down, I think really is what makes this whole thing crazy and sad, because there was some very good commentary on the way, and y'all got to see it for yourselves. But you can go to World Star. The video's on World Star. This original video. I can't play it because they'll flag it, so y'all got to go there to see it. I was all prepared to show y'all the video. I showed y'all the video a couple times, but it, you know. But y'all can go to World Star and see the original video. Wouldn't surprise me if she does another one, you know. Yeah. That was show. That was Beth. I think her volume was down. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Jay? This is Chris coming out of downtown, man.
What's good, Chris?
Man, I'm just tripping because everybody want to blame the guys. You know, it's the daddy fault, but it ain't the mama fault to put the daddy out. Or it ain't the mama fault for being irresponsible and having kids and she knew she wasn't going to have a family. And I want to put this in there, too, man. You see that girl just ran a train, and she's straight, man. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She's good. You know, and her walls will come back, man. I done seen so many girls run a train over the years, man. It's just, it's nothing. It's what they want to do, you know. So just let them, if they want to do it, let them do it. Let them be happy, man. That's all I got to say. But don't blame the guys, though. I do want to put that in there, though.
Yeah. I think people can see through the bullshit, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Because she did that, and then on top of that, she started posting videos about it. Now, I wouldn't have known she was out there running trains had she not put a video out on it. You can't tell, well, I mean, you can kind of tell if a girl been running trains and hoeing and stuff, but you really don't know just by looking most of the time.
Nah, you can't.
You
know, the church girls be getting them trains around them more than anybody. They ain't got that, you know, I don't know shit, you know, but I know some things. But some things I do know, some things I don't. But I know some of these girls, the good girls, man, they be out here doing some crazy shit, man. Maybe, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 'Cause I know these girls run around acting like they holier than thou in my city, and I know for sure they was running trains. You know what I'm saying? Here it is 5 years later, they acting like they don't stink or whatever, they don't do no dirt. But, you know, I remember when you was young, you know, and you was starting it up, you know, so, you know, and all their heroes is stock. You know, the Kim Kardashian, the Cardi B's. I mean, we not supporting the men is not supporting these women. It's really the women that are supporting thought behavior. So where is this coming from? And they want to try to blame the guy, but a guy can't tell no woman nothing these days. And you try to tell a woman some good things, you don't know what you talking about. They want to argue with you, and they'll talk to a grown ass man 6'4". They'll talk to him like he 3'5", man, because they gonna do what they want to do. But I hate how they always try to shift the blame. Oh, it's the father's fault, or like she said, it's her ex-boyfriend's fault.
Decision. Yeah, this person's decision. Yeah.
Absolutely, and she just needs to own that. She should have just got on there like, yeah, I ran a train and I'm gonna do it again because I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Did nobody force her to do it? She chose to do that. And if her ex-boyfriend, like, where these dudes come up from? You know, she probably out there, just some strangers, probably some dudes just passed by. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And she was down with it, and she ran a train, because that's how I ran most of my trains. Shit, but we didn't do it at the same time. We was like, you know, one after the other. So we was G's like that. But yeah, man, thanks for taking my call, man. I appreciate it, man.
All right,
Great
man.
show.
Thanks for the call, Chris. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Chris with the call. Yo, you live. What's up?
What's up, Jay? This is John from New York here.
What's good, John?
I was going to say about the video, this is not really a surprise for me because we see this shit every single day with these girls, these females.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is nothing new to me because, like, if I want to meet a chick, I need to know their background and everything. Because, you know, this day and age that these women, you know, they want to, you know, get that, you know, behavior and stuff like that. But for me though, like I ask questions before I get with any chick, and I carry receipts.
Okay. Okay.
I try to step on my game, you know, because we men we gotta be careful out here, right? You know.
Yeah.
We gotta be careful, but it's not only that, but she should be accountable for what she did because, like in the second video, she admitted to it. I mean, okay, if you that's what you want to do, then be it. I mean, like, don't try to blame your ex-boyfriend or your mom or your dad or anybody because, you know, that's the life you chose.
Absolutely.
That's like the same thing with strippers and, you know, prostitutes or whatever. I mean, like, if that's what you want to do, that's on you. Nobody forced you on. Nobody put a gun in your head.
You make
or,
decisions.
You know.
Yeah, you make decisions. You gotta live with them, right?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all I gotta say. And I'm always supporting your channel.
Cool.
Props.
Thank you. All right.
No problem.
Appreciate that. All right. Shout out to him. Shout out to
all
everybody out there. All right. Peace, bro. In the New York area or state and all that's going on up there, you know. There's one caller that has been calling in consistently. I'm gonna open up the lines, keep the open lines open for you if you call back in, at least in the next minute or two, because they've been trying to call in. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Like the stream. It was already over 100 likes on the other stream, so hopefully we're well over that in this one. I see you, Ocean. Shout out to everybody that's here, man. That was here early, that was here midway through or late. You know, this is part 2 of the live stream I was doing before then. The other one got taken down, but I am doing this. Again, I wanted y'all to hear things for yourself so y'all can't say I'm misconstruing and things of that nature. So y'all can see what's going on out here. These are the people coming up in the next generation of women, okay? I guess that person is going to call in. I see you, Chantel. Yeah. So no stopping, Jay. Yeah, like I said, I'll take one more caller. You gotta call in. The line's open. Shout out to Junior. Appreciate that. But you know, this particular topic, again, people are like, "Well, Jay, you didn't have to do this topic." Well, I kind of felt like I did because once again, this is the generation that's coming up, and we have somebody who is going live on Instagram talking about getting a choo-choo ran on them and blaming her ex-boyfriend, you know, because she feels like he is to blame. Just looking for somebody to blame and somebody to point the finger to. Somebody, it has to be somebody else's fault. We got to talk about accountability as much as possible, okay? Accountability is needed, okay? Because we want men to be accountable for their actions, right? Well, if a guy doesn't want to date you because of the decision that you made, again, it's a decision that you made. But you know what's interesting is that you have women, right? They will act as if, you know, they date only a certain type of guy, right? But then they'll end up sleeping with guys who are well below that, unprotected. And in some cases, getting pregnant by those guys. You know, it's what you put out there, and then there's reality, you know? Like you have these women, right, who are talking about being feminine, talking about femininity. Listen, you either are a feminine woman or you not. And I know that's going to hurt feelings, but this is reality. You can't pretend, you can't learn to be feminine and then get into a relationship with a guy who believes you are feminine. And then you revert back to your old ways, which is going to happen. How do you think he's going to view you? He's going to want out of that relationship. Okay. He's going to feel like he was bamboozled. He's going to feel like he was betrayed. Okay. And that is why you have certain women who are single, usually the ones trying to find their femininity, and the ones who aren't, who are most likely very feminine. You know, you cannot fake it, but you got women that think they can learn it. I mean, good luck if you think you can learn it, but eventually you're going to show exactly who you are. Then what? You know, especially if it's a man of means, a man, you know, who has options, you know, he's going to feel like, why? You know, his vetting process is going to be 10 times, you know, more in depth, you know, I'm telling you. A dark meteorite. I'm not a TFL, bro, but I bet you are. Yo, you're live. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Jay, man? It's B1. I just want to say I was just checking out the stream, and I look at it as if, man, to me, it's all in the agenda, bro. This type of stuff happens like every day. So, with that being said, it's something behind it. To me, I wouldn't be surprised to start a GoFundMe page or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's an agenda behind everything, you know. And then you want everybody to feel sad for you. You want everybody to be feeling the way that you feel, but at the same time, this is what you chose to do. Nobody put a gun in your head to make you do this. I don't care how much you love somebody. I don't care how much you care about them. I mean, if you're going to put them before your feelings first, then I mean, you find a fool, you bump their head and keep on until she gets you sense. But I'm not going to hold her live up. I'm just saying, I just feel like that you take her own responsibility and own accountability and stop looking for somebody to pass accepted for something that you did. When you probably go back there and do the same thing this weekend. Appreciate it, bro. Man, I ain't going to keep the live up.
All right.
Appreciate everything you do, bro, and I'm going to keep checking with you.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, man. All right. All right. Hold on. Yo, you live. What's going on?
What's good, Jay? What's good, man? I ain't talked to you, man, since we talked about T.I. keeping check on his daughter. But
okay, that was a while back. What's up, man?
Yeah. Oh shit, man. Nothing, chilling. But I had a conversation with my sister last night, man. My sister is 60+ years old, you know, and she's religious, you know. I believe in a lot of stuff, more nature-based and everything. But she basically told me not to marry a black woman till further notice.
Wow, really?
This is a 60+ year old black woman, old school, religious. She said, right now, do not marry a black woman at all.
Wow, bro.
She said.
That goes against everything I'm hearing from these women, that they claim that it's only us that feel the way that we feel. And it's like, nah, you have other black women who feel the same way, you know?
Well, see, what's going on, Jay, is that basically she confirmed everything that, you know, men waking up are starting to understand about themselves and about women. She confirmed it for me, because I used to try to model my search for a woman after her and other women in my family.
Yeah.
And a few days ago, I was like, man, you know what? I'm not even using the women in my family as a measurement to define women anymore, because I just don't give a damn, because these females out here is trash. And then she calls me yesterday and tells me this. You know, and here's the kicker, right? She preferred black men to be with black women.
Okay.
She said that you have a better chance, which that chance is dwindling because white women are falling victim to bad behavior too. But she said you may have a better chance with a white woman than a black woman right now. She said black women have traded. They have traded on their own race.
Yeah, well, that's very telling, bro. That's very telling. That could be a whole nother subject for a live stream, bro. What'd you think about this that we discussing today, bro?
Man, it's the same old. You know, bad behavior.
Yeah.
Bad behavior, and it has consequences and lack of accountability. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to be a hoe, if you want to be a thought, take what come with it. Don't rent. Don't throw it on nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you need to have an idea of what's gonna happen when you proceed in that manner. You know, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. When I was young, dumb, and full of cum and did stupid shit, I had consequences. So I learned my lesson. I accepted my punishment, and I grew up, and I matured, and I tried to do better, and I improved in a lot of areas. You know, and I seen the difference when I carried myself in a better way.
Right.
So you know, these women out here right now, man. I'm just gonna be honest, man. You know, these women out here, especially these westernized women. Hey, look, you want to act a certain way and do certain things. You're not gonna get the results. You're not gonna get the results that you think you should have. It just ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we're saying that now. We're saying that now.
Yeah. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. I mean,
I don't think you're wrong at all. Like I said, we're seeing it now. That's why you're seeing women trying to figure out
Yeah.
Even on social media, YouTube, like where are these men going? Like, what is their ideology? Why are they not approaching? Why they're not marrying us? And you got women making videos now all of a sudden about the red pill of men going on. Like they're trying to figure out what's going on. Why the shortage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Hey man, I'm stepping back. I done stepped back for a while now. I've been single, man, since fall of last year.
Okay.
I don't take no woman serious.
Okay.
And anytime a woman does anything, any red flag, she get chopped. Chopped quick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing no games with none of them.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you this from being an ex-simp or at least trying to have hope and love. I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you now, I'm in the complete reverse of what I used to be.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I said that a little earlier.
Yep.
I said that men who deal with these fake feminine women, and once they figure out that woman isn't who she had first you thought she was, it's gonna make that man vetting process more 10 times deeper in depth than it was before. He's gonna look deeper into it, and he's not gonna. There's a lot of women that just not gonna take serious.
Yeah. I mean, let me get a little bit, raw, just real quick before I take up too much time. Like the last guy who said he asked questions. I do the same thing, but I do mine differently. I don't really go to it as far as receipts and shit like that. I'm too masculine for that shit, receipts and all that shit. But I am bold in my questions. When I get to a point where we can have in-depth conversations about sexual history, we go into the STD panel. Boom. All right, we go there. Then I ask you, okay, well, like at the age you are, I don't even know an exact number. I'm just saying, like, you shouldn't have as many partners number wise as your age, or I'll give you a little bit of curves that's close or slightly under. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta ask about trains, or are you on video and stuff like that. You gotta know that stuff, man. I mean, you just gotta know it. And you gotta know, like, if you live in certain areas, especially small towns or medium-sized cities, hey, I can't be walking around with you if you got a 20, 30 body count in this little small area. I can't do it.
That's the same everywhere, even in smaller towns, man. Like, if we know that you've done this and that, we're not gonna be in public with you like that,
Yeah.
Bro. I got to go, bro. I got to go, but I appreciate the call.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you call back in.
All day.
I ain't spoke to you since the TI video. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, man.
Bet.
See you later, man. Shout out to him with the call, man. It's a good call. Yeah, I like regular callers. I like when the regulars call in. I'm gonna have to start giving y'all nicknames when y'all call in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start giving y'all got to tell me what part of the country you from or what city, and I'll just give you nicknames if I see your number. I give you a nickname. What's the number? Are you gonna call in? Okay, if you call in, you gotta keep it brief. ISIS. ISIS, you're another person that hasn't called into the show in a long time. I know you be working, but if you want to call in real quick, ISIS, you can. La from Brooklyn. La. Just some of y'all nicknames, but that's for like the people that are regulars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you've been working. I know Bella from Jersey. All right. Yeah, Unique, you can call in. But call in real quick. But yeah, this has been a good live stream. It started off a complete disaster. Well, that started off good, then it was a disaster. Okay, it was good, and it started off when it became a disaster. You know what I'm saying? You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Yeah, hello. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So what race is she?
To me, she looked like she's either biracial or she's of Latin descent.
She looks Filipino or Mexican. I don't really see any
could
black
be.
in her, like at all.
I mean, but there's people who are biracial. They don't look black at all. Hair, skin, they don't like they have any black in them. You know.
Well, I'm just saying she doesn't look black at all. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to understand what any of this had to do with black women. I'm really
Okay, here
lost
we
on
go.
what any of this has to do
I
with
don't think
black
I
women.
said that this had anything to do with black women. I don't think black women in the title. People have brought it up, yes, black women. But to me, I'm speaking about women in general, especially women who are either millennials or Gen Zers. That's your question?
Okay, so the person who just got off the phone, I don't understand the purpose of like calling in just to say that nobody wants black women. Like
No,
I'm
I
not
think he said his
understanding
sister.
what's the purpose of
I
that.
think he said his sister told him that he shouldn't date black women. I think that was the purpose of why he brought it up.
Yeah, I know, but it's still dealing with that whole nobody wants black women thing. And it's kind of just...
I think there is a segment of black women that a lot of guys aren't dating.
That's the whole point.
But I mean, that's what's
I'm
going
not
on.
understanding. I'm just not understanding. Like, if you don't want them, then why talk about them 24/7?
You know, I agree
don't
with
get
that.
it.
That's why I don't speak about black women like that. If I like even if I didn't want them, you know, or wanted them, it wouldn't dictate whether I spoke about them daily or not. When I speak on black women or black men, I'm thinking of a situation that brought, like today with the video I made about Steven Jackson. He talked about the bitter black women in his life. Okay, that was a situation where I spoke about black women. But other than that, they're not really a topic of conversation for me in general. Now, commenters are going to bring black women up because that's what's on their mind. That's what they want to speak about, or other people, other content
Yeah, I
creators.
mean, somebody just like called in just to say that their family member said not to date black women. Like I'm not understanding what they have to do with the topic. But anyway, I really just tune in just to hear the nonsense, and it's entertaining.
Of course, you want to be entertained. I understand.
Yeah, it's entertaining. I understand. I really don't care about the video because she's not black. But
hey, you know they're out there. They're out there. I can just click over a screen and go look and see a plethora of videos.
There's plenty. There's plenty of videos about black women. There's like I can't even count how many videos there are about black women.
But
Each one worse than the last. None of them positive.
But those black women are putting those videos out.
And then the black men are reporting it.
Yeah,
so,
because
I mean,
if you see
bad
some
on both
crazy
sides.
shit, people gonna talk about it.
I mean, honestly,
I don't think you should let that worry you.
You
shouldn't let that worry you, Isis.
I shouldn't let what worry me.
What other people think of you as a black woman.
I mean, every time I get on the internet, it's somebody talking about how black women ain't shit, how we're worthless, how nobody wants us.
I see a lot of guys speaking
blah,
on
blah,
women,
blah.
westernized women. I don't think they're just saying black women. I think they're speaking on westernized women, which are basically the standard of women that other women of other places shouldn't aspire to be to because of the feminist ideology that is seeping through these women, which is preventing them from finding good men. It's preventing them.
Well, I mean, why not just make the videos about the women that you guys like?
I mean,
why not make videos about...
You can go ask them other people that, you know, they ain't got shit to do with what I do here. You understand?
No, I'm just asking, like, why not, you know, make a whole bunch of content about how beautiful,
that you can go ask somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, they could just talk about how beautiful white women are, how perfect Spanish women are, how submissive Asian women are. They could just do all of that. Why not make 100 videos of that?
That's crazy that that's going on because you got black women the white male worshiping that goes on. I mean, look at what Lonnie Love said today. I mean, that's a prime example of worship.
I mean,
but you don't
have
see.
have you not seen Pornhub.com? Black is like ranked number 1 on Pornhub. Like
how much are you on there? How much are you on there, Isis? You on there a lot?
There's no amount of what you guys are saying that I am seeing the way black men worship other race of women is nowhere near us worshiping white men. It's like nowhere near that.
White man worshiping everywhere. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. And you know what I'm saying? This was before I became a content creator.
To that level.
Damn, that's some
No,
worship
not to that
is
level.
going on
I'm
there.
sorry.
I couldn't even figure the words out that moment, but damn, like it's almost like the white man's presence just brings out that worship, and this is what I saw years ago. So I mean, we could go there, but Isis, I mean, is that all you want to say?
We could go there, but
I can't have you on here all night.
No,
so
it's not.
Is that what you want to say?
I know that, but I'm just saying, just to finish what I was saying, I just don't understand. I mean, there is a whole
Isis,
fetish
you gotta
out
go
here. I
ask
mean,
them. Ask them, the people that are making the videos about black women every day.
You don't hate black women?
No, I don't hate black women.
Okay.
Nobody cares about the black woman more than me.
I mean, I get it. Like, I understand that the contents of fuck black women is sales. But I mean,
Isis, why
I'm
don't
not
you do me a favor?
understanding it.
Isis, make a video. No, not make a video. Go support the men, and they're on here that support the sisters. They need y'all support because they ain't getting it, but they could use it. But a lot of them ain't getting it. You know. You can go and financially support them. You can be supportive of them. You can be chat room cheerleaders. You can do all that for those guys.
Yeah. Like I said, honest to God, I wanted to get into law because I wanted to do family law to help the black men out that are dealing with child support cases.
Yes.
But after coming on YouTube and hearing them bash black women literally every single day, every single hour, every single minute.
I'm gonna say this, and I gotta go. That ain't got shit to do with what I'm talking about here. But you know what? I do appreciate you, Isis. You take the time out of your day to watch my content. Okay. Hopefully you like the stream. Okay.
Okay, I'm done. Other than the people that are saying that I'm a swirler, I've never dated a white man, a Spanish man, an Asian man, any man. So please stop lying and saying that I'm a swirler.
Okay.
No, I don't. I actually wanted a black man until I realized they hate them.
Okay, so who you gonna be with?
No.
Who you gonna be with?
I'll just gonna be with myself because why would I be with a man who is telling the entire world that I'm not shit, that I'm worthless?
Well, these are trying times, and we could all use somebody. Okay. All right.
That's fine.
I gotta go. Okay, Isis. Hopefully you have a good night. Okay.
That's fine. I will. I'm just spreading the news, being honest here about what's going on.
All right, and I appreciate that. All right, you have a good one. Okay. All right, bye. Shout out to Isis. You know, it's a wonderful young lady. She's in law school. She's doing big things. And she wants to help black men. Continue to fight, Isis. I want you to continue to fight for black men. Because there are black men out there that need, you know, as much support as they could possibly get out here. So if you want to continue to help these guys, I want you to continue to help them. Okay? Continue on that path. Okay? Continue on that path. All right? But shout out to everybody that's here, man. We are here live. Listen, we all make mistakes. We all do things wrong, but you know, hopefully we can just continue to do better. That's all we can do. Yeah, that's all we can do. Shout out to DM. You handled the caller very well, very respectful. Of course, I'm always respectful.
You handled the caller very well, very respectful.
Thank you, and of course, I'm gonna always be respectful to the callers. You know, I don't think it ever gets to the point to where I have to get disrespectful. I don't think it ever really gets to that point. Hold on, but that is it for the calls. But shout out to the callers. But But yeah, like the stream, people. This was a very good live stream. But we can all hopefully learn something today that'll benefit us. You know, we all can learn something. Hopefully the stream don't do what it did today. Because I like giving y'all these topics, you know. Yeah, Bill, I am a nice guy. People think I'm not nice, or they think I'm mean, or, you know. I'm only mean when I have to be. But you know, like again, these are trying times, and you want to have somebody. You don't want to be alone. You want to have somebody in your life, okay? We cannot let this divide us, this whole social distancing, all this nonsense, you know, over something that is going to turn out to not be as big a deal as it's being made out to be. Shout out to Marcus Craig. Appreciate it. Yeah, and the whole Pornhub thing to me, I don't know. So, yeah, the whole Pornhub thing. Hopefully y'all not on it too much, because it can, you know, fuck you up. You know, you watch it too much. You could, you know, you know. But yeah, man, I'm gonna also play the outro to the brother Magic One. His information is gonna be in the description. Hopefully y'all like the intro and the outro. Basically about the same, intro, outro. So if y'all support what I do, y'all go over there and check out what he's doing. Hit him up. I'm all about supporting black people being great. You know, greatness seeking black people. You know, I'm always going to support greatness seeking black people. But y'all know, hit me up in the email if y'all need me to see anything video wise, or you know, people have been hitting me up. They've been sending me emails and stuff about things that are going on in their personal life, and they want me to speak on it. I'm like, nah, unless you're sending me like a topic email that relates to your life, I can't speak on what's going on in your life. Okay, I'm not that person, you know. But if something relates to what I speak on here, then I may, you know, speak on it. But if it doesn't, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. But I will continue again to logically break down certain things, and hopefully the masses understand where I'm coming from. So again, shout out to everybody that's here, and I'll see you on the next one. Also, the guy that created this outro I'm about to play, his information is in the description, man.
Viewers, you are now tuning in to Jay the Black Live.